Hey there. Hey now. Yes, it's a mystery. It's a mystery. It's a mystery. I don't know what we're going to talk about today. I don't know. It's just it's a mystery to me. So we're going to just figure it out and wing it. But it's probably going to have something to do with things that are mysterious. So let me go consult with my partner in peace, my partner in compassion and kindness. Where is he? Hi.
Peace and compassion.
Yeah, people say partners in crime because of Batman and Robin, but we're not fighting crime.
You and I are not fighting crime.
No. I don't even like to fight.
Trying to spread a little peace.
Yeah, what's the point of fighting? Usually just turn the other cheek, walk away.
There you go.
You got a different background. You working out of the house today?
I'm at the house, and and so I'm in my dining room.
Did they huff and puff and blow your house down last night?
No, we did okay here. We had the very southwest corner, and it kind of worked its way through a little bit. The winds at my house, we did have a tornado warning, but spent about 30 minutes in the basement and got out, and we were okay. So I'm knocking on wood because today looks to be the similar scenario, right? A little repeat.
We'll see. I don't know. So yeah. I was trying to come up with a topic today, something about kindness or mailbox power, and I couldn't think of something to do. So I just threw out that little mystery thing. And it's interesting, some things that are happening, because yesterday I was in the backyard and the neighbor came out and we were talking about trees, and there's a tree in his backyard that had a bunch of woodpecker holes in it. And I was saying, we get a storm, that thing's coming down, And then you and I scheduled an hour later instead of 9 o'clock. We're doing this at 10. And things like that are happening is just kind of weird. My brain isn't thinking right. And last night, part of that tree came down.
It did, huh?
And it didn't touch our border. We're trying to, they've got Creeping Charlie in their yard, and we're trying to make it a definite border so it doesn't come into our yard anymore than it has.
Yeah.
So that tree just didn't even hit our fence, maybe hit our fence just a little bit, but didn't do any damage or anything.
It's part of the Magic Mystery Tour that we're on, little buddy.
Yeah. It is kind of, it's bizarre. I'm telling you.
I had a conversation with somebody yesterday, one of my clients, who said, hey, my next door neighbor's tree is just rotted out. And if it comes down, it's probably hitting our house. And I've told them you need to get it removed. And they haven't. So I told them, being the guy in the insurance world, that it's you better have documentation. If it's a known hazard, if it's a known liability risk, and they've been documented, there's a chance they'll have to pay for it if it comes down. But otherwise, it is your problem. And even though you can't take it down yourself because it's on their land, if it hits your house, it's your problem. It's kind of a bad deal, but we don't want to talk about that nonsense. Yeah.
Well, sometimes that stuff's good to talk about since people don't realize it.
Oh yeah, we could have the educational session. We could have the insurance minute for sure. But you mentioned first of all, I want to apologize for being late. That we had to delay this, and I'm wearing my blue gear. Matter of fact, look at that
shirt.
Hey, I got a mailbox powered T-shirt, little buddy. But I'm wearing my ambassador thing. We had 4 visits today instead of the normal 2 or 3. So ribbon cuttings and things. So I was going to be pushed back, and I was either going to miss the last group or push us back. And so thank you for your flexibility. We are still connecting.
This is easy to move around for me, and I prefer it to be that way. I mean, it's good to have an established time and day and all that kind of stuff, but to be able to slide and move around, because my thing is freedom, fun, and fulfillment.
Freedom, fun,
we got the freedom to slide a little bit. Clocks are just made up thing by the Greeks.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, fun. You mentioned that. Did we talk about that last week? I think we might have.
What?
Fun. How it's super important to make sure you have fun. We did talk about that because it was after my Wednesday LeaderCast event, and that was one of my big takeaways: is you got to have more fun.
You do. Otherwise, what's the point? I mean,
this life is not meant to be just this terrible grind. It's not something that you endure. Right? It's something you're supposed to enjoy along the way.
Well, those are some of the words that the younger generation is using, it like crushing it. It's like, smash that like button.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to smash the like button.
Smash the likes. Yeah. If you could just smash the like button, that'd be great. Yeah, I love it. Hey,
yeah,
question. Have you sent any, what do we call that? Puffy mail? Any thick
I have
packages that
not.
have had an impact?
I'm still doing the postcards. Got this little colorful postcard.
I got mine.
Oh, you got one. Good.
Yeah, well done. Yep.
I'm pondering redoing my MagicBrad.com website, but I haven't committed yet. Not sure why I want to do that or if I want to do it.
Okay.
So again, the internet's just got me frustrated with the stuff that you're trying to do, and everybody's yelling it. I just watched a little commencement speech of Elon Musk. Yeah. Everybody's mad at Elon because he's buying Twitter and like he's going to make the world fall apart or something. It's just kind of, it's interesting that he's this richest guy in the world and he seems really dense. He doesn't seem very intelligent. So I figure if he can do it.
I think he has. I think he obviously in certain areas has some supreme intelligence or something. But
he thinks about things totally different. He said that he wasn't planning on making any money with all these things. He was just looking at how can it help people? Like how can we advance technology? Yeah. That was his focus on it. And then, ta-da!
It's amazing. Some of the things that he's come up with or created is pretty fascinating. But yeah, it is interesting. But in the end, he's still just one guy, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, it's amazing how people let one person. I don't care if it's the president. I don't care if it's Elon Musk. It's amazing how much they allow that individual to influence them.
I was at a meetup a couple of weeks ago, and that's a guy brought that up because the meetup was about cancel culture.
Yeah.
And is it right? You're supposed to shut people down when they're being mean or whatever. You're supposed to silence the bullies.
Yeah.
And one guy said, because we started talking about the Will Smith, Chris Rock slap thing.
Okay. Yeah.
And one guy said, you know what? I'll probably never meet either one of them. I live here in Minneapolis. They're out in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Do I care?
I don't care.
I'm going to go in the backyard and make a burger.
Right. I still say probably some of the most happy or peaceful groups are the ones that pay zero attention to their surroundings, right? For the most part, they don't look at the internet. They don't care what's going on.
Well, I've been backing off from the internet a little bit. I'm still on it, but that's my little addiction in the morning. I get on my phone and delete all my emails. And see if there's anything relevant, which usually there isn't. It's kind of pathetic.
You can get so lost in that. I have a friend of mine about a year and a half ago. He stopped the use of social media, and he said it's the best thing he's ever done.
But what does he do in place of it?
He runs a couple businesses, and so he's just busy. But he's no longer jumping out of bed and looking and scrolling right away and just losing. I don't know. That's a great question. I don't know if he's reading more or what he's found to do with his time, right?
Well, I know that I want to start generating income. That's just a thing. I've got my retirement that pays me a little bit and I'm my Social Security stuff, but I want one of these.
Look at you. You got props just laying around. You're just winning the game, pal. He's got dollar bills, y'all. That's awesome.
Yeah, so I do have a thing about that. And there's something with the internet, with it being 24/7 and it's always moving. I just haven't figured out how to make it move my way. But I was talking to my wife this morning because I know a guy that has a Bluebell or Blue Bunny ice cream.
Yeah.
Got them little trucks.
Yeah.
I thought, I wonder if I can rent one of those and do that this summer. Just go around and go to the beach and sell ice cream or something.
Hey, today I'm going to be teaching junior achievement and session 3. I've done this multiple years. Today we set up a hot dog stand. And it's a cool little project. These little groups, they figure out, well, how much are we going to price the hot dogs at? And then how many are we going to sell? And they roll the dice and things happen. And, ultimately, somebody makes more money than the others and their business is quote unquote more successful because of that. Right. So it'll be fun to do that. But I've always thought,
do they make teams or something? How do they do that?
We got like it's almost like a game board. So they're going to roll dice and work their way through each section to see what happens. So it's really kind of a fun thing. for the kids to do. But I think I've always thought it'd be amazing to own a hot dog stand or some type of a mobile cart or mobile device.
Thought about that. I seriously looked into it.
There's some real money to be had too, but with your personality, going around the lake or doing something and slinging some stuff, it'd be a blast.
That's part of it. That's what I'm looking at.
Get it done.
What the heck was I going to say? I thought, the whole concept of teaching kids how to start businesses, because now they're talking about this sexual education at kindergarten and stuff. It's just kind of strange to me that why does anybody need to know that when they're just getting out of diapers?
Yeah, I don't think they're really teaching that. I think that they're concerned about influence or something at that point.
They should teach kids how to have fun.
But I'll tell you, junior achievement, if you've never been a part of that, is a fabulous thing to be a part of. The curriculum's been around. It's updated annually, but it's been taught in schools for like 800 years.
Is that the basic essence of it? Is kids getting into businesses? Yeah,
it's teaching. It's financial literacy and entrepreneurship. And so like this, I've been teaching the same class, but it's so relevant right now. So
yeah.
In the last time, my last session, there's 5 sessions. So I have not even 5 hours committed a year to being a volunteer for that outside of my board duties, right?
I'm gonna look into that. That sounds like it's more in line with the stuff.
It's great. It is so great. And you can share your real life experience and things like that. It is a cool thing. And these kids really like an outsider coming in and sharing and kind of pouring into them. And but it's cool. Like mine, the last day we build a computer, and as the instructor, I secretly withhold one of the key components of the computer, and they're getting these things, they're trading from other regions / countries. And all of a sudden there's a disruption, and these kids are building this and they're missing a piece. And all of a sudden they're looking around going, where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? And it's a supply chain disruption. Hey, there was an earthquake and so-and-so, or there was this, or hey, the ship got stuck in the Suez Canal, right? And so it's like real. Wow. This is what's happened. And I've been teaching this long before what we're dealing with. And it's a cool thing. So
it's a big aha. Have you seen that board game Cash Flow, Robert Kiyosaki?
No. Huh.
It's a thing about money. It's kind of like a Monopoly kind of thing. And you go along and you roll the dice and you just bought a boat. It's like, I don't want a boat. You realize that it's not an asset. It's a debt. What do they say? It's a hole in the lake where you pour water or pour money.
That's about right. I have a boat for sale. You can buy it. What town are you in again? Are you still in Fridley?
I'm in Fridley, Minnesota. Yes, sir.
So, question: do you have Fridleyopoly?
I don't know.
You got to see. So we have somebody created Hutchopoly. So it's got local Hutchinson businesses and things like that. And it's Monopoly with Hutchinson thing. It's fun. Like we bought one like as a family, like it's kind of fun to play the game. But I bet there's Fridleyopoly and Plymouthopoly.
I'm going to look into that because Fridley has been putting up condos and apartments all over the place. And the little strip malls and stuff are gone from here. Yeah. So if anything, it's going to be a bunch of manufacturing businesses. And of course, we got a Caribou and a Starbucks, and everything else is apartments and condos.
It's kind of a cool thing though, like you get a little pride and ownership of like your community, anyways. If they put some of the kind of the highlights in there, I don't know. I didn't know that somebody would make that, and I don't know if it's like a Hasbro or whatever. If somebody just kind of stole the idea, but I think it was a cool deal.
I would think they'd have to have rights for it, and it'd be smart. They just find someone that's in the community who wants to build it out.
Yeah, you would hope they dotted the I's and crossed the T's so they don't get shut down. And if they do, guess what? I got a collector's item. Right. There is that. I was an early adopter before it got pulled off the shelves. So yeah. So what else happens today? What do you got? I know.
Well, we got our 49ers festival, Fridley. Speaking of community stuff, there's that city celebration. It's called Fridley 49ers. It's on the 16th, 17th, and 18th of June.
Yeah.
And tonight there's a committee meeting for that, getting all the stuff all together and making sure everybody's doing their things. I'm in charge of the social media and the Facebook page, so I plopped that out.
I like it.
You may have seen it here and there.
Separate of that, what'd you think of Lola's?
It was nice. It wasn't great, but it was very nice.
It's a cool place, isn't it?
Yeah.
on
I
the
love
water.
sitting by lake and like we go out to Excelsior a lot and just sitting near, or you go to Wayzata and they got the Cove.
Yep. We've Lola's used to be a popular spot for us, so we actually used to take our boat there to Lake Waconia, and then in the middle of the day we'd go pull in, and you can just dock, and then walk up and go out, sit on the deck, or go inside and cool off, and have a little appetizer, and then head back out in the water. That's a cool concept.
Yep.
There's
Maynards on Lake Minnetonka.
Yep.
Go there once in a while.
Yeah, I like that.
Something about lake. I don't like going in the water, but I like being around the water.
Me too. Love it. Love being around it. It's great. Well, I'm glad it was enjoyable. That'd be a nice little spot for you and I to rendezvous at Lola's or in Waconia if it's.
There you go. How far are you from there?
35, 40 minutes.
Okay. I think probably about the same.
I figured it'd be close. Yeah.
Monica's mom wanted to go there for some reason. She saw it, so we took her there. And
I know you're not a drinker guy, but the Waconia Brewery, they do have root beer, I believe, on tap there. Cool little spot. I know the owners, the founders of that place actually are the children of one of my dad's best friends in the whole wide world. So it's kind of cool. They launched a spot there.
Do you know the guy out there that has the boat company? And he used to do the like the ducks, those
like the duck boats? Yeah. No, there's a guy in Waconia that used to do that?
Yeah.
Oh,
he also did Prince tours. He used to do tours to Paisley Park and stuff.
That's cool. That place is Paisley Park is amazing.
He's retired, but he used to do all that.
I see.
Stuff, and he had a cruise boat out there, Waconia Cruises or something like that.
Huh. Yeah, and last I was, I think they were going to redevelop the island. Their island out in the middle of Lake Waconia, I think, is called Coney Island, and I believe they let it just like grow over. But it used to be like there was activity. I don't know if there was homes, if there was event centers or something like that in the middle of the island. And they let it all go years ago, I believe. I mean, this is what I heard. And then I thought about a couple of years ago, they were talking about like resurrecting it, just bringing it back and restoring it, which would be so cool,
When we did the Cinco de Mayo cruise on Lake Minnetonka, the captain was expressing some stuff, and there's an island there that a family owns. I guess they go there. There's a little house on there, and they go there like 3 times a year. Other than that, it's just they own the island, and it's kind of weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's pretty wild.
I would rather own a hot dog cart, I guess. Well, I didn't have a lot to talk about today. I don't know. I think we're going through a little change in something.
Yeah.
But
blame it on the dew point or the barometric pressure. Things are changing, right?
Like DO or DEW?
Oh, I like it. The dew point. We've reached the dew point where we have to do. I like that. Today is my oldest daughter's last day of high school. At the exact same time, her last day of freshman year of college. So that's such a milestone, monumental thing right now. It's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, I don't have any kids, but it must be amazing watching them grow up and change from when they used to dribble all over themselves, all of a sudden to be able to put on their own shoes.
It's pretty wild. Tuesday night, my 18 and 16-year-old daughters drove to Ridgedale Mall, shopped, had lunch.
Oh, wow.
Drove down to the Varsity Theater and saw a concert, had a blast, had beer spilled on them, left that, drove home, so they're experiencing things as adults basically, and things that they won't forget, and it's kind of neat, that they're moving into that stage of life. So instead of me dreading my daughter moving off to college, I'm getting more and more excited for her and the experience that she's about to have. Yeah.
All those memories. I've been harking back on that stuff a little bit. I just been seeing some posts of old neighbors, and they're talking about some of the things like when you were a kid and you fall off your bike and we didn't have helmets or anything like that, and we're still here. And all the stuff when the street lights go on, you got to go home.
Yep. Yep.
Life was good.
Well, listen, buddy. I hope you have a fabulous day.
I think I will.
And I do look forward to connecting with you soon.
Hopefully I'll figure out some topics to talk about.
Yeah, that's all good. You know, we have a lot we could always talk about, but it's nice to just kind of catch up too.
Yeah, we just did that. Okay, buddy.
All right, buddy. Enjoy the day.
Take care. Be
later. Bye.
There you have it, my friend Bo. We've been doing these things for quite a while, actually. And just for some reason, I couldn't come up with a topic, but we talk about kindness. We talk about this software that we represent called Mailbox Power. And today, the mystery message, I couldn't think of anything. So I apologize. If you have any things you would like me to start thinking about and talking about, go ahead and comment in the comments and I'll come up with something. Do some research. Okie dokie. Peace, love, and happiness. This is MagicBrad signing off. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be good, be kind, be nice. See ya later. Bye.